इसमें क्या हो रहा है? Okay, nice. What? कांधे पे सर हो, जाने इस दिल का हाल क्या होगा। So hi, good morning all of you. I hope you guys are doing great. So today we are going to discuss the mechanical properties of matter. Actually, we are going to talk about fluids. We'll do some recent PYQs from NEET 2026. Okay. And good morning Sangavi, Saksham Pandey, Kirthika. Where are rest of the students? Why haven't they joined yet? It's 10 in the morning actually. It's 10 a.m. already. So how are you guys doing? Sangavi, Saksham and Kirthika. Is the screen visible to you or is there any issue? Yes. Is there any issue to the screen? Can anybody let me know? Good morning. Yes. The students are getting in the meeting. Okay. So I'll be waiting for some minutes and we will be starting our today's class. That is actually NEET 2026 question number 1. We will start with. Visible, sir. Okay. Great. Badri, Sangvi, Sandoshni, Saksham and Kirthika. Where are rest of the students? Can you tell me in the chat box? Where are your friends? Where are your friends? Yes. Can you tell me where are your friends? Anyone? Okay. Let's start. So students are joining one by one. Okay. So let's start with the question number 1 that's asked in NEET 2026 recent on 3rd of May, and it's like we are given two lists, list 1 and list 2. Okay, and you are asked to match these two lists. So first it is asked that what is the formula. Actually we are given the formula on the list 2, and in the list 1 we are given the name, let's say Young's modulus. So you have to search for what is Young's modulus and write it like that. Okay, and accordingly we have compressibility, bulk modulus and Poisson's ratio. Now tell me D. Okay, because it's a PYQ you might have all faced it, so major of the students are answering sir it should be D. Yeah, because it's a PYQ and not just PYQ. This question was asked in NEET 2026 in a recent year, like this year on 3rd of May. Hey, is it clear to all of you? Can you guys do it? Students are joining the meet. Okay, so that's why I'm getting a little slow for you guys, so that all the students may join the next 2 minutes. Indumathi, Badri, Varsha, Shaini, Sangavi, Sandoshni, Saksham Pandey, Kirtika, Deepika and Subiksha. Okay? So all of you, please. Answer is D. Okay, great. Anyone else? From tomorrow on, there will be another sir or teacher who will be taking the physics class. Okay, I won't be here. So there will be another sir who will be taking the physics class from tomorrow on. Okay, D is the correct answer. That is that we are getting from the majority of the students. Okay, let's check the solution of this question. Okay, let's check the solution. So yes, D is the correct answer. D is the correct answer. It says that the Young's modulus, we know. What is Young's modulus? Sir, it is stress over strain. Now, what is stress? Stress is force per unit area. And what is strain? What is strain? Sir, it is change in length upon original length. Therefore, stress over strain is like this. This will be the correct formula. So, accordingly, 1 was connected to the second one. Okay, now moving to compressibility. What is compressibility? It is defined as the reciprocal of bulk modulus. Reciprocal of bulk modulus. So it can be related as like this, minus dp by dv times v. Okay, dp. Okay, so it will be dv by dp and multiplied by p dv by dp. Is it clear? So this will be the okay, so this will be the formula for the bulk modulus. Is it clear to all of you? So accordingly, if we are thinking for the bulk modulus, what is bulk modulus? Sir, bulk modulus is given as minus P, pressure times volume divided by change in volume. And if you are asking for the compressibility, compressibility is the inverse of the bulk modulus. So it will be minus 1 over P dV over V. Is it clear to you? Yes or no? Is it clear to you? So this was bulk modulus, and accordingly from bulk modulus, look, we all know that first we come to the bulk modulus, then we come to the compressibility. Okay, if you know the bulk modulus, you know the compressibility as well. Then what is Poisson's ratio? What is Poisson's ratio? Lateral strain over longitudinal strain. So its option was first. So this was our recent year question that was asked in NEET 2026. Is it clear to you? Hey, is it clear to you? So this was one of the recent questions, and we all know that you might have done it. So please tell me, all of the students, all of you who have done this question on 3rd of May, who have done this question correctly, not just done but correctly. Indumathi, Badri, Varsha, Shaini, Sanghavi, Sandoshni, okay, Saksham, Kirthika, Inbarsi, Deepika, Subiksha, who have done this question? Please tell me, who have done this question this year? Can anybody tell me? Yes. Can anybody tell me that who have done this question correctly this year? Have you attempted this question in NEET 2026? Yes or no? Okay, now let's move to next question. This is our next question. Please look at the question and find the answer. I'll be giving you the, this was asked again in NEET 2026 this year as well. Okay, I hope that you might have done this question. This was an easy question. A submarine is designed to withstand an absolute pressure of 100 atmosphere. How deep can it go below the water surface? It's told that if we have a submarine, okay, let's say if we have a submarine like this, okay, this is our submarine. So it is made such that it can withstand atmospheric absolute pressure of how much? 100 atmospheres. So how deep it can go? You were asked to that how much deep it can go. You have to calculate this height or depth. You can say this depth. This was an easy question. It was also given in the question that density of water is 1000 kgs per meter cube. 1 atmosphere equals to 10 to the power 5 Pascal, and acceleration due to gravity equals to 10 meter per second square. Every information was given in the question. Just one formula and we are done with the 4 marks in NEET 2026. A is the major option that I am getting, okay, but still 1, 2, 3. Only 3 students have answered this question. Where are rest of the students? Subiksha, Deepika, Inbarsi, Kirthika, Saksham, Sandoshni, Sanghavi, Shaini, Varsha, Badri and Indumathi. All of you. Indumathi and Sanghavi has answered, Kirthika has answered now, and Subiksha has answered as well. So A is the correct answer. Okay, it means that it can withstand what? Pressure of 100 atmospheres, so that it will go up to this. So this is the star option that I am getting from all the students. Is there anyone else who is getting some different answer? It's okay if you are getting some different answer. Please. I know that you have been in NEET 2023, 2026, okay, on 3rd of May. I know that. So we can say that this question, you might have faced this question. Can we look at the solution of this question? Okay, now let's look at the solution of this question. Yeah, the answer is 990 meters. Just one formula and we are done. I told you that this one formula is going to be crucial. We know that pressure can be written as P0 plus rho GH, where P0 is the atmospheric pressure, rho G is the acceleration due to gravity, H can be told as the depth, okay, and rho is the, yes, what is rho? Density of the fluid. Okay, so what was given in the question? A submarine is designed to withstand an absolute pressure. So this was our P, but it was in atmospheres. So we can convert it in Pascal by multiplying 10 to the power 5. Done this part? Okay. I will put a star on it. Then P0, atmospheric pressure. What is atmospheric pressure? 1 atmosphere, 10 to the power 5. What was rho? Density, 1000. What was G? It was at 10. What we have to calculate is H. So when we put it the values, we got 10 to the power 7 equals 10 to the power 5 plus 10 to the power 4 times H. So I can say that 10 to the power 4 can be taken as common. Okay, there will be 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 1 and only h. So it will be 10 to the power 3 equals to 10 plus h, and h can be written as 10 to the power 3 is 1000 minus 10, that's 990 meters. So answer A was our correct answer. This was NEET 2026 question paper. Okay. All the parameters were given in the question. We were just told to put the parameters and find the value of h. Once we find the value of h, we are done with the answer. Is it okay? Hey, have you got the solution? Please tell me. Indumati, Badri, Varsha, Shaini, Sangavi, Sandoshni, Saksham, Kirthika, Inbarsi, Deepika. Have you got it? Is there any problem with the issue? Is there a problem with this question? Shall I move forward? Shall I move forward? Very great. Now do this question. Okay? Do this question, please. Do this question. This was asked in NEET 2024. Okay, another recent year question. I will read the question for you and make you understand. It is telling us that a metallic bar of Young's modulus 0.5 in 10 to the power 11 Newton per meter square and coefficient of linear thermal expansion 10 to the power minus 5 degree, okay, Celsius inverse, length equals to 1 meter and area of cross section equals to 10 to the power minus 3 meter square, is heated from temperature 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius without expansion or bending. The compressive force developed in it is. You are asked to find the compressive force. Okay, look, we know that if we have, let's say, a rod of length L, okay, if we have a rod of length L, we know it. If we have a rod of length L, okay, if we heat this rod, what will happen? Why, if we increase the temperature by delta T, what will happen? This rod will show expansion. That's called as linear expansion. Okay, it will show linear expansion. Let's say this, and this is delta L. So we write delta L equals to L alpha delta T. We know this formula. Okay, I am giving you the hint, you will understand. Then it's told everything is given. Coefficient of linear expansion is given. This is my alpha here. I write at the top. This is my Young's modulus gamma here. This is my length here. Okay, and area of cross section A is given and temperature delta T is also given. And but it says that without bending or expansion. So it says that this bend is not there. Okay, it says that this bend is not there. So if the bend is not there, then there will be a compressive force and you have to calculate that compressive force. Is it clear? Hey, is it clear to you? We write gamma equals to stress over strain. Okay, so what is this stress? It is force per unit area. This here is force per unit area, and we have here the strain delta L over L. Okay, so you have to use all these parameters and find the solution. Let me erase this now. Find the solution for this question. This is question number 4 and it was asked in NEET 2024. I guess B is the answer. Sandoshni is saying B is the answer. Abhinas is saying B is the answer. 15 10 to the power 3. Sangavi B, Sandoshni B, Abhinas B. Okay, Badri B. Anyone else? Subiksha B. Only 4 students will answer this. Hey, this is an easy question. You all should answer it. Indumati, Badri, Varsha, Shaini, Sangavi, Sandoshni, Saksham. Saksham, you haven't got the answer. I haven't got your answer. Kirthika, solve it. Inbarsi, solve this question. Deepika, Amirtha, Abhinas, Subiksha, all of you. Solve this question and I want everyone's answer here, okay? I want everyone to answer on my screen. Fast. I want everyone to answer this. Everyone means everyone, okay? Why aren't you doing it? Solve it. B is the major option that I am getting. Okay, great. Anyone else? Yes, anyone else? Okay, now let's look at the solution of this question. B is the correct answer. Okay, how you can do it? I told you that we can use delta L equals to L alpha delta T. Okay, when we have a rod, let's say its initial length is L0, and if we increase the temperature by delta T, so it will expand. Okay, it will show expansion, and let's say that expansion is this portion expands, and this expansion is delta L. This expansion is delta L. Let's say it is delta L. So we can write this equation as delta L equals to alpha L naught delta T initial, and delta T is the rising temperature. Alpha was given, L naught was given, delta T was also given. So delta L should be equals to 10 to the power minus 3. This should be the extension in the wire. Okay, we use delta L equals to L alpha delta T. So if we raise the temperature of this rod and its initial length is given and alpha is given, also given, we can find the extension. Okay, it should extend by this much, 10 to the power minus 3 meters. But in the question it says that without expansion or bending. So what we can say, that delta L is fully converted into compressive strain. Then the compressive force is given by, then how will be the compressive force? So this is converted into compressive strain. So we'll be using that gamma equals to stress over strain, that is force per unit area delta L over L. You were asked to find the value of force. So force will be equals to gamma times A times delta L over L. Okay, we know this L naught value. It was given the initial length. Okay, you know this L naught value. This was the equation. Gamma value as well. This is the gamma value. Okay, everything is given in the question. When you put the values, we got 50 into 10 to the power 3. Okay, is it clear? Is there anyone who hasn't understood the solution? I will repeat, please tell me. Anyone of you? Indumati, Badri, Yoga, Lakshmi, Varsha, Shani, Sangavi, Sandoshni, Saksham, Kirtika, Inbarsi, Deepika, Amrita, Abhinas and Subiksha. All of you. Hey, have you got the solution? Yes or no? Have you got the solution? Yes or no? Shall I move forward? Okay, no, clear. It is clear for me. Okay, let's move forward then. This is another question that was asked in NEET 2025. All the questions are recent year questions. Okay, and this was asked in NEET 2025. NEET 2024. It says that the maximum elongation of a steel wire of 1 meter length if the elastic limit of the steel and the its youngest modulus are given. Elastic limit is given and its youngest modulus is given. You are told the maximum elongation and length L naught is actually 1 meters. Yes, elastic limit is given and youngest modulus is given. Find the maximum elongation of a steel wire. This was asked in NEET 2024. I hope you are going to solve it. Do it in 1 minute. A, I am getting from Badri. Okay, great. Anyone else? Is there anyone else who can solve this question? Hey, how is your preparation going on? In general talk, I want to talk to you for 2-3 minutes, to every one of you. How is your preparation going on? Are you like okay with like going through the exams in a great way? Is your momentum good? Please. Subiksha, Abhinas, Amirtha, Deepika, Inbarsi, Kirtika, Saksham, Sandoshni, Sangavi, all of you. How is your preparation going? Yoga, Lakshmi, Varsha. Yes? How is your preparation going on? Why aren't you answering in the chat box? Okay, tell me who among you is preparing for the CUET exam? Who among you is preparing for the CUET exam? Okay, good. Sangavi is saying, sir, good. Preparation is going good. Yoga Lakshmi is saying good. Okay, anyone else? Okay, fine. Let's move to question. So the question was that the maximum elongation of a steel wire of 1 meter length if the elastic limit of the steel and its youngest modulus are given. You are told to find the maximum elongation. Can you do it? Option A, Sangav, Indumati. Okay. Anyone else? Hey, are you guys trying? Rest of the students, are you guys trying? In bar C, are you trying? Abhinas P, are you trying? Amirtha, are you trying? Saksham, are you trying? Shani, are you trying? Okay. What about rest? Badr, Varsha, have you solved it? Okay. And R. Kribavathani. Okay. I cannot read the name. I'm sorry for that. RK is there. Have you solved it? Yes. Have you solved this question? Okay, now let's move to the solution part of this question. Okay, A is the major option that I am getting. Yeah, obviously A is the correct answer. Okay, it is 4 mm, 4 millimeters. Okay, now let's look at the solution of this question. Now we know that first we need to find the maximum force that can be applied to the steel wire within its elastic limit. This force can be calculated using given area under stress strain curve. Okay, provided by the elastic limit of the, something like this. This is the curve that we are getting, and then like this. Okay, here is the fracture point and here is the peak values. I have actually done it in the class. So let's assume that the area of cross section of the wire is A. Then force exerted can be written as sigma F equals to sigma times A, where sigma is the elastic limit of the steel. Okay, now we know this force can be also written as gamma times A delta L over L. Okay, and we know the gamma value as well. So substituting F equals to sigma times A in this equation, then we can say that sigma times A equals to what? We can say that sigma times A equals to, just there is some technical issue. I don't understand what's happening with the slides. They are getting, okay, so we can write that sigma times A into elongation formula, cancelling A, and finally we can get delta L, and that will be equals to 4 mm. I hope that you all have done this in the same way. Okay, is it clear? I hope that you will be doing it in the same way. Have you done it and have you understood this question and solution part? Yes, have you understood this? All of you, have you understood this solution? Hey, we were told that we can write that F equals to, only two formulas are important here. F equals to sigma times A, okay, where sigma is the elastic limit, and then F equals to what? F equals to Y times A times delta L over L. Okay, we put sigma times A equals to Y A delta L over L. A cancels out, and there will be another thing that will be left with. Okay, we have to find this. A cancels out, we find delta L equals to sigma times L by delta L. Okay, or Y, sorry. So everything is given in the question and we are asked to put the values and we got the answer. Is it clear? Hey, is it clear to all of you? Please tell me in the chat box. Is it clear? Is there anyone who has confused this? There is some technical issue and they are refreshing the slides. I am sorry for that. Now do this question. Another question, another easy question, and another PYQ past year recent question. NEET 2024. Okay. NEET 2024, it's question. Okay, it says a thin flat circular disc of radius 4 cm. So radius of the disc is 4.5 cm. Is it clear? Then its roll is placed gently over the surface of a water. If the surface tension of the water is 0.07 Newton per meter, then the excess force required to take it away from the surface is. You are told we have a thin flat circular disc of radius 4.5 centimeters is placed gently over the surface of water. If the surface tension of the water is given, okay, it's 0.07 Newton per meter, then the excess force required to take it away from the surface is. Yes. Can you do this question? Hey, can you do this question? Option A is given as 19.8 m Newton and B is given as 198 Newton, 1.98 micronewton, okay, millinewton, and 99 Newton. I think option A. Okay. Anyone else? Option A is the major option. Yes, I do it. Yes. Keep doing it and solve it. Tell me the answer. D. Subiksha is getting answer D. Okay, great. Anyone else who is trying this question? Yes. A is the correct answer. Okay, great. Anyone else more? A is the major option that I am getting, and D is one of the answers that I have got. A, Indumathi. All the students are requested to mark their attendance. Please, there is in the chat box, there is a link. Okay, you have to mark the attendance there. Now let's look at the solution of this question. Yeah, the answer is 19.8 millinewton. Okay, how you can do it? We were told a thin flat circular disc of radius 4.5 centimeters, okay, is what? Place it gently over the surface of water. If the surface tension is given as 0.7 Newton per meter, then the excess force required to take it away from the surface is. So what we have to write, that excess force will be equals to T times 2 pi r, that's circumference. Okay, and when we will put the values, okay, 2 3.14 and r will be 4.5 divided by 100. Why? Because r is in centimeter. Okay, we will convert r in meters by 4.5 divided by 100 meter. Okay, so this will be 2, this is pi, this is r, and tension will be 7 divided by 100, because it was told that surface tension is 0.07 Newton per meter. Is it clear? So I can write this 0.07 as 7 divided by 100 like this. When you put all the values, we will get 19.8 what? Millinewton. Okay, 10 to the power minus 3. It is 19.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Is it clear to all of you? Hey, have you got the solution? Is there anyone who haven't got the solution and who haven't understood the solution? Please tell me. Indumathi, Badri, Yoga, Varsha, Sri, Sangavi, Sandoshni, Saksham Pandey, Kirtika, Deepika, Amirtha, RK, Avinash P, and Subiksha S. All of you, have you done this? Have you solved this question, or you haven't understood the solution? Please tell me. I will explain the solution more. Yes sir, option A. Okay, great. Now move to this question. Solve this question. Solve this question. Another question from fluids. If an ideal fluid is flowing in a non-uniform cross-section tube X and Y. Why is it non-uniform? Because here the area is small and here you can see the area of cross-section is okay, large. Yeah, more we can say, as shown in the figure, from and X to and Y. Okay, so a fluid is traveling from X to Y. If K1 and K2 are the kinetic energies per unit volume of the fluid at X and Y. So if someone asks you what is the kinetic energy of fluid at X, the K1, what is the kinetic energy per unit volume of fluid at Y, K2. Okay, then the correct answer is, you are told what is the correct answer. K1 equals to K2, twice K1 equals to K2, K1 greater than K2 or K1 less than K2. Badri, try again. You are getting option A, try again. Everyone, please try this question. All of you. All of you try this question. Okay. D is the answer that I am getting. Very great. Someone is getting D. Think C. Okay. D. Option A I am getting from Badri. D from Shaini. C from Varsha. D from Subiksha. Yes. Anyone else? Hey, anyone else who can answer this question? Fast. Fast. D. Okay. D. D is the major option that I am getting. Anyone else? What are you told? That if K1 and K2 are the kinetic energies at X and Y, this kinetic energy per unit volume, then you have to find the relationship between K1 and K2. Option D is the correct option that I am getting from major of the students. Anyone else, please? All of you, please answer this. Okay, so D is the correct answer. C is the correct answer, not the D. Okay, you have said D, D, D. No, C is the correct answer. Think C. Varsha was there who was saying C answer. Is it Varsha's C answer? Yeah, all of the others said D, but it was C. Why? Why it was C? It is Bernoulli's theorem. Bernoulli's theorem. What does Bernoulli's theorem tell us? It says that according to Bernoulli's principle, the kinetic energy per unit volume plus the potential energy per unit volume will be plus the pressure energy will be constant. Okay, so we write the Bernoulli's theorem like this: half of rho v square plus rho g h. This is the kinetic energy part. Okay, this is the potential energy part, and this is the pressure energy will be constant. So now apply Bernoulli's theorem at point x and y. Okay, we can say here pressure P plus K1 plus rho g h, here the h is 0, okay, will be equals to P and K2 plus rho g at height h. Okay, so you can see from here P and P will cancel out, so we can say K1 equals to K2 plus rho g h. So K1 minus K2, okay, is rho g h. It's positive, which means K1 is greater than K2. Here the kinetic energy will be more, here kinetic energy will be less. Is it clear? You can use this as well, that area of cross section times velocity equals to constant. Okay, now tell me, velocity is inversely proportional to area of cross section and velocity is directly proportional to kinetic energy. Where area of cross section is more, velocity will be less, okay, and kinetic energy will be less. Is it clear? There were two ways to solve this question. Move to next question now. It was an easy question actually. Move to next question. This is the question. This is asked in NEET 2023, please. Okay, is there anyone who can solve this question? Subiksha, Abhinas, Amirtha, Deepika, Gomathi, Invarsi, Jipika, Kirthika, RK, Saksham Pandey, Sandoshni, Sangvi, Shani, Sri, Varsha, Yoga, Lakshmi, Badri and Indumati. All of you, solve this question. It says the amount of energy required to form a soap bubble. You were asked to find the amount of energy that is required to form a soap bubble whose radius is 2 cm from a soap solution is nearly. Surface tension of soap solution is 0.03 Newton per meter. You are given the surface tension of soap solution and it is 0.03 Newton per meter. Is there anyone who can calculate the amount of energy required to form a soap bubble? Yes. Any one of you, please? This was asked in NEET 2023 question. Is there no one who can answer this question? Yes. Is there anyone who can answer this question? Please tell me. Yes, is there anyone who can answer this question? Okay, now let's look at the solution of this question. Okay, let's look at the solution of this question. So B is the answer that I am getting. B is the correct answer. Okay, and how we got the B? We know that the solution E will be equals to twice T 4 pi r square. Okay, and 4 pi r square is the area and T is the surface tension. Both are given because in area there is radius that we needed and that radius is given as 2 centimeters. We will convert it into meters by dividing 100, or we can say multiplying by 10 to the power minus 2. So E will be equals to 2 into 0.03. This is the surface tension. Time is 4 times 3.14 times r square. R is 2 centimeter in 10 to the power minus 2 makes it meters, and we have a square, and you calculate it, it will give us 3.01 in 10 to the power minus 4 joules. This was the question that was asked in NEET 2023. Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you? Hey, is it clear to all of you? Yes or no? Shall I move forward now? Okay. This is the question, please. You don't need a pen and a paper to solve this question. Just look at the question and tell me the Venturi meter works on the principle of. Which principle does Venturi meter work on? Is it the Bernoulli's principle? Principle of parallel axis? Principle of perpendicular axis? Or it is dependent upon the AIIMS principle? Any one of you please answer this question. A is the correct answer that I am getting. Great. Anyone else? Yes. All of you should answer this question. It's a very easy question and you can do it just by looking at the question. Okay. Sandoshni, have you answered it? Saksham Pandey, have you answered it? Kirthika, have you answered it? Sri, have you answered it? RK, have you answered it? Yoga Lakshmi, have you answered it? All of you answer this question. This is a very easy question. It says the Venturi meter works on the principle of. What is the principle that the Venturi meter works on? Options are Bernoulli's principle. Option is principle of parallel axis. Option is principle of perpendicular axis and AIIMS principle. So option A is the answer that I am getting, and option A is the correct answer. Okay, the Venturi meter works on the principle of Bernoulli's principle. A Venturi meter is a device used to measure the flow rate of a fluid through a pipe. Okay, the Venturi meter works on the Bernoulli's principle, which states that for an incompressible non-viscous fluid flowing through a pipe, the sum of pressure, energy, kinetic energy and potential energy per unit volume remains constant. Okay, so A was the correct answer that we got. Let's move to next question now. Now solve this question, please. Solve this question fast. Let a wire be suspended from a ceiling rigid support and stretched by weight W, attached at its free end. The longitudinal stress at any point of cross-sectional area of the wire is. Okay. So it's again a very easy question. Just by looking at the question, you can solve this. Just by looking at the question, you can solve this. So solve it. What does it say? We have a wire that is suspended from the ceiling. Let's say this is our ceiling and we are suspending a wire like this. Okay, this is our wire. Okay, this is a thick wire. Now from the ceiling and stretched by weight W attached at its free end. So at this free end we are attaching a weight of W to it. Okay, the longitudinal stress at any point of cross sectional A is, its cross sectional area is A. Okay, its cross sectional area is A, and you are asked to find the longitudinal stress at any point. At this point, at this point, at this point, at this point, at this point of the wire, this point of the wire. Whatever point we choose, you are asked to find the longitudinal stress. A is the correct answer. It is weight per unit area. Okay. Anyone else? Yes. Hey, all of you, this is again an easy question. You can just, by looking at the question, you can solve it. You don't even need to take pen and paper out, and this was asked in NEET 2023. Okay. So yes, A is the correct answer. Is it? Is it? Yes, A is the correct answer. And how? When a wire is suspended from the ceiling and stretched by weight W attached to its free end, the force acting on the wire is equal to the weight, obviously. Okay, showed you in the diagram. This force causes longitudinal stress in the wire. Longitudinal stress is defined as force acting on an object divided by its cross sectional area. In this case, the force acting on the wire is W and cross sectional area is A. So the longitudinal stress will be force per unit area W by A. This was an easy question. Now do this question. The amount of elastic potential energy per unit volume of a steel wire of length 100 centimeters to stretch it by 1 mm is. Again a very easy question. It was asked in NEET 2023 Manipur. Okay. Let's collect data from the question. An amount of elastic potential energy per unit volume of a steel of length. So length of the wire is 100 centimeter. To stretch it by, so it is stretch it by 1 mm. Okay, is if the Young's modulus of the wire, Young's modulus is given, you are told the elastic potential energy. Hint is like elastic potential energy will be half of stress over strain. Stress times strain. Option D I am getting 10 to the power 5. Anyone else? Is there anyone else who can solve this question? Anyone else? Okay, now let's look at the solution. Option D is the correct option. How? Because we know that elastic potential energy per unit volume will be half of stress times strain. Now we can write stress as what? Stress. Now stress over strain can be written as gamma. Why? Young's modulus. So we can write stress as gamma times strain. Okay, so gamma stress is gamma times strain and multiplied by strain is strain square. Now strain we know delta L by L and delta L was given 1 mm millimeter. So multiplying by 10 to the power minus 3 to convert it in meters. Okay, half factor is here and we have Y as well. We have Y as Young's modulus as well given 2 in 10 to the power 11. Then we have L length as well. What is length? 100 centimeters. So it will be 100 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Putting all the values, we will get 10 to the power 5. Is it clear to you? Hey, is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? I guess answer A. D is the answer. Okay, Sandoshni, have you got the answer now? Yes, please tell me. Have you got the answer? Yes or no? Have you got the answer? 10 to the power 5 is the answer. Let's move to next question now. Which of the following statement is not true? Remember, you are asked to find the statement which is not true. Okay, the options are coefficient of viscosity is a scalar quantity, surface tension is a scalar quantity, pressure is a vector quantity, and relative density is a scalar quantity. Please tell me this one. Which of the option is not true? Okay, you don't have to look for the correct statements, you have to look for the wrong statements. Not true. Which is not true? Option A says that coefficient of viscosity is a scalar quantity, surface tension is a scalar quantity, pressure is a vector quantity, relative density is a scalar quantity. Yes. All of you, please do it fast. Just by looking at the question, you can. I think option C. Okay, anyone else? Option C is the correct answer. Okay, great, very great. Anyone else? Only Amirtha and Badri have answered this question. What are rest of the students doing? Saksham, Indumathi, Subiksha has answered B. Okay, great. Yoga Lakshmi, Varsha, Sri, Sani, Sangavi, Sandoshni. I guess answer is C. Okay, Sandoshni thinks answer is C. That is pressure is a vector quantity. Anyone else? Deepika. Anyone else? B. Okay, surface tension is a scalar quantity. You are asked to find the statement that's not true. Remember it. Statement that's not true. Okay, find it fast. Okay, now let's look at the solution of this question. The answer is C, that pressure is a vector quantity. That it is a wrong. Pressure is not a vector quantity, it is a scalar quantity. Okay, pressure is not a vector quantity, it is a scalar quantity. Make a note of it, it's very important. It looks like, sir, pressure equals to, it looks like to many of us that pressure equals to force per unit area. Okay, sometimes looks like pressure equals to force per unit area. Okay, it looks like pressure equals to force per unit area. This force is a vector quantity, this pressure should also vector quantity, but no. Why? Because this is always force perpendicular to this area. Okay, we define pressure as a perpendicular force per unit area, so it's not a vector quantity, it is a scalar quantity. Remember it. Shall I move forward now? Shall I move forward or not? Yes or no? Please tell me. Okay, let's move forward to the next question. This is the next question. All of you start solving this question. It says that the viscous drag acting on a metal sphere of diameter 1 mm. We have a metal sphere. Okay, we have a metal sphere whose diameter is 1 mm. Let's write it D. And a viscous drag acting on this metal sphere is there, falling through a fluid of viscosity 0.8 Pascal second with a velocity of 2 meter per second is equal to. So you have to find the viscous drag. Okay, you have to find the viscous drag force. Diameter is given, viscosity is given, and velocity is given as well. Anyone else? Diameter you can use to find the radius. Okay, coefficient of viscosity is given and velocity is given, and you are asked to find the viscous drag. F equals to 6 pi neta RV. Okay, can you find the answer? I think you guys are not going to answer it, so shall I move forward, look at the solution, or I am giving you 30 more seconds to solve it? No one has answered this question so far. Saksham, Indumathi, Badri, Yoga, Varsha, Sri, Shani, Sanghavi, Sandoshni, RK, Jipika, Kritika, Deepika, Amirtha, Abhinas P, and Subiksha. Yes. Okay, I think okay, let's move to this solution. As I told that you were asked to find the viscous drag. You were asked to find the viscous drag. So you were asked to find actually the viscous force. And diameter was given. I gave you the hint that it will be 0. Radius will be 0.5 mm. Then coefficient of viscosity is given 0.8 Pascal second. Velocity is also given. So we'll use viscous force will be equal to 6 pi neta RV. What is here 6? It's a constant. Pi is a constant. R is the radius. Okay, neta is the coefficient of viscosity and V is the velocity. All the parameters were given in the question. You just need to put the value 6, 3.14. R will be equals to 1 mm divided by 2, that is 0.5 mm. It can be written as 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. This will be whole 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. Then we have neta. Neta was viscosity 0.8 in 10 to the power minus 1, and finally it was 2 meter per second. We got 1.5 in 10 to the power minus 3. Is it clear? Hey, is the solution clear to you? Have you understood this now, how to solve this question? Have you understood it now, that how you can solve this question? If similar questions are asked, it was just a formula based question. If you know the formula F equals to 6 pi neta RV, you can directly do it. That's why in the end days of my class I used to tell you that remember the formulas. This is very compulsory for you guys. Okay, so that you can attempt at least many questions in the NEET. Now, let's move to this question. This is a good question actually. It says that we have a spherical ball and is dropped in a long column of highly viscous liquid. Let's say we have this as a column and it have a viscous liquid over it, okay, and I am dropping a ball inside it. Is it clear? And I am dropping a ball inside it like this. So it says that a spherical ball of is dropped inside a high viscous fluid. The curve in the graph shows which represent the speed of the ball as a function. Since it is dropped, its initial velocity will be 0. So look at here, this and this will cancel out. So either A or B option is the graph when we plot the velocity with respect to time. Another thing, there is something called as terminal velocity. Have you done the terminal velocity? Terminal velocity. Its velocity on getting down, its velocity will increase first and then reach a maximum value. So if we can collect from the graph that how we are going to solve it. Look, C is not the option, D is not the option because it's dropped and its initial velocity must be 0. Okay, so at time t equals to 0, if I am calculating at time t equals to 0, this is the point of time t equals to 0, and at this point the speed should be 0. Okay, so now does the speed increase linearly with the time? Is it? Hey, does the speed increase linearly with the time? No, it doesn't. So what will happen? Option C is not the correct option. Option D, this means option D, I mean to say this graph C and this graph D is not the correct option. Option A is not the correct option. Yes, it is starting at time t equals to 0. It is starting from the origin, but it's not the correct option. Why is not this the correct option? Can you tell me? Can you tell me why this is not the correct option? Anyone? Because the speed is increasing. Is it clear? Because the speed is increasing linearly, and when we increase the time, it keeps increasing in a straight line. But we have something called as what we have? We have something called as terminal velocity. We know that when a ball is thrown in a viscous fluid, what will happen? It will first start from 0, then attain a maximum speed, and that is shown in option B. Is it clear? Yes, option B is the correct answer. Hey, do you understand it or not? Yes, option B is the correct option. Why? Because the initial speed of the ball is 0 and it finally attains the terminal speed. Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you, all of you, please? Is it clear? Now do this question, please. Hey, this was asked in NEET 2022 phase 1. Another easy question this is. Okay. Another easy question it is. It says that if a soap bubble expands, the pressure inside the bubble is. If a soap bubble expands, the pressure inside the bubble is. It means that if we have a soap bubble, okay, you all know that how a soap bubble looks like, okay. So if the soap bubble keeps increasing, the pressure inside the bubble, does it decrease? Does it increase, remain the same, or is equal to the atmospheric pressure? Any one of you? Can any one of you answer this question, please? Hey, all the students are requested to mark their attendance. There is a link in the chat box, okay, and you can mark your attendance there. All of you, please mark your attendance. Option C I am getting from Sandoshni. Sir, option C that it should remain same. Shani is saying, sir, D is equal to the atmospheric pressure, okay. Anyone else? It should decrease. Option A I am getting from RK. Badri, I am getting option C. Anyone else? Is there anyone else who can answer it, please? Please, can you answer it? Yes. I will again explain the question. Okay, it says that if a soap bubble expands, the pressure inside the bubble whether it will decrease, whether it will increase, or will remain the same, or is equal to the atmospheric pressure. Option C, Sandoshni. Okay, sir, it will be equal to the atmospheric pressure. Anyone else? Option A. So we have, in this question we are getting a variety of this. Okay, so answer is A, that it will decrease. Why it will decrease? We know that excess pressure will be there inside the bubble, and that excess pressure will be equal to delta P equal, there is some problem with this, delta P minus 4T by R. What is 4T? T is the surface tension. So we can say this delta P, excess pressure inside the bubble, delta P minus 4T by R. So we can say P in will be equal to P out plus 4T by R. So it means that inside the pressure, inside there is more pressure. So the pressure inside the bubble decreases when it expands because R increases. Is it clear to you? Hey, have you got it? Now do this question, please. Take this as a screenshot. Take a screenshot of it, and this is a homework for you. Take a screenshot of this question, and this is homework for you. All of you. Question number 16. Take a screenshot of it, and it's a homework for you guys. All of you, please. It says that given below are two statements. Okay, one is labeled as assertion and the other is labeled as reason. Assertion: the stretching of a spring is determined by shear modulus of the material of the spring. Okay, and reason: it is saying that a coil spring, okay, a coil spring of copper has more tensile strength than a steel spring of same dimensions. In the light of above statements, okay, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given. Is it clear? So please solve this question. You can take a screenshot. This is a homework for you guys. Take a screenshot, and this is a homework for you guys. All of you. This is a homework for you guys. Have you taken the screenshot of it? I'll be doing one more question and we will be done with the today's session. Okay. Have you taken the screenshot? All of you. Please take the screenshot of this question. Okay. This is a homework for you guys. I will check it. Okay. Now this question. Two copper vessels A and B have the same base area but of different shapes. A takes twice the volume of the water as that B requires to fill up to a particular common height. Then the correct statement among the following is: vessel B weighs twice that of A. Pressure on the base area of vessel A and B are the same. Pressure on the base area of vessel A and B is not same. Both vessels A and B weighs the same. Tell me the answer of this question. Anyone else who can solve this question? All of you, please. Subiksha, Amirtha, Deepika, Sasi, Jipika, Sandoshni, Sangavi, Shani, Siri, Varsha, Vivo is there. Okay, Yoga, Lakshmi, Badri, Indumati, and Saksham Pandey. All of you answer this question. Yes, all of you, please answer this question. Is there anyone who can solve this question? Now let's look at the solution. Okay, I'll show you the solution part of this question. Let's look at the solution. So answer of this is B. That is, pressure on the base area of the vessels A and B is same. How? In hydrostatic condition, we have used this equation in question number 1 as well, that P equals to P naught plus rho GH. Here absolute P is the absolute pressure at depth H, P naught is the atmospheric pressure. Since height of the liquid in both the vessels is same, therefore pressure on the base of both the vessels will be same, because use this equation. Rho is same, G is same if the height of the liquid in both the vessels is same. It means rho GH is same. P naught is the atmospheric pressure, so P naught plus rho GH is same. So it means that pressure on the base of both the vessels will be same. Okay, so this question was asked in NEET 2022 phase 2. Okay, so we are done with the today's lecture. I hope that you have really enjoyed this lecture with me. Okay, and if there is a question to you from this slide or from any of the topics from the physics, please let me know. In the next 1 minute, please let me know if you have any of the problems or any of the doubts in physics from this lecture or from the past lecture. Anyone? From tomorrow on, I won't be taking the class. Okay, there will be another teacher and that will be taking the class. Please cooperate with him or her. Okay, and keep doing hard work. And this is my last session for you guys. I hope that you will really enjoy the session from tomorrow on as well, and you have really enjoyed the session with me as well, all of you. Saksham, Badri, Yoga, Varsha, Sri, Somya, Shaini, Sangavi, Sandoshni, Sri Bhavatni, RK actually, Deepika, Kirthika, Sasi and Deepika. Okay, Amirtha, Subiksha, all of you. Is it clear? So this was the last question for today's session, and there was a question I have given to you before. I hope that you have really enjoyed the session with me. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. So, shall we start the class now? All of you are ready for the class? Morning, Saksham. Morning, Badri. Today we are going to do chemical kinetics PYQ. Okay, we are going to do the chemical kinetics PYQ. So, be ready. Again, this is a physical chemistry. This is a physical chemistry chapter. So, here again you will see that most of the questions will be numerical type. Okay, most of the questions will be numerical type. Good morning, Varsha. Good morning, Sandoshni. Good morning, Sangvi. Can we start the class now? Yes, yes. I can increase the volume. Is it audible now? Is it audible now? Can we start the class now? Is it audible? Okay. So here is your first question. Here is the first question from the chemical kinetics. You have to find that what is the unit of rate constant for the given order of reactions. So this was asked in the current year 2026. So you have to find that what is the unit of the given order of reaction. All of you write the answer in the comment section. What will be the correct answer for this question? It's a very simple one. Such questions were being practiced in the class as well. Tell me what will be the correct answer. Okay, so B. Amrita is telling B. Sakshi is telling B. Sasi is telling B. Saksham B. Yes. Yes. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. The correct answer would be B. So this is a very easy question. This is a very easy question which was asked in this year. So yes, the correct answer would be B. How we will solve this? So there is a formula for it. If you want to find the order of nth order of reaction, so what you will do? You will use this formula directly. Mole per liter 1 minus n s raised to the power minus 1. Now here, if I take the value of n as 0, then 1 minus 0 will be 1. So it will be more per liter than per second. Similarly, for first order, it will be per second. Then if I put the value of n as 2, then 1 minus 2 will be minus 1. So mole raised to the power minus 1, and liter, it is in the denominator, so it will have the power of minus 1. Therefore, it will go to the numerator and it will become liter. Then we have per second. Similarly, for third order, it will be mole per square, then liter square per second. Is it clear to all of you? So if you are not able to solve it, just look at this formula and use this formula directly to solve it. Once you can use it, it's very simple, right? You don't have to think twice. That just put the value of n, where n is the order of reaction, and you will get your unit of the rate constant. Moving on to the next question. Given below is an expression for the rate constant of a first order reaction, and it is given at a certain temperature T. Now here ln K is written as 14.34 minus 1.25 into 10 to the power 4 by T. You have to find the energy of activation in kilocalorie per mole. R value is given here. It is 1.987 calorie per mole per Kelvin. And 4 options are given. So what will be the correct answer? What will be the correct answer here, students? So here you will solve it. ln K 14.34. Now here it's very simple. How? If I take out the equation, which is Arrhenius equation, K is equals to A e to the power minus EA by RT, then I take ln. So it will be ln K is equals to ln A minus EA by RT. Now here, if you compare this equation with the equation given in the question, you will find that this term is equal. Okay, so EA by R is equals to 1.25 into 10 to the power 4. Now R value is already given in the question. Just cross multiply this thing to get the value of EA as 24.84 kilocalorie per mole. Is it clear to all of you? So it is very simple. You have to simply compare the equations. You have to simply compare the equations here. So this equation, if you compare, you can clearly see that it is ln k and ln k on both sides. Then this is what ln A and this one is ln A. Lastly, this whole term is 1.25 into 10 to the power 4. It is EA by RT. So T and T. So we can write here in this way that EA by RT is equals to 1.25 into 10 to the power 4 divided by T. So that T and T will be cancelled out and EA by R will be equals to 1.25 into 10 to the power 4. So this thing is being written here. This thing is being written here. If you just cross multiply the R, you will get your value of activation energy. Is it clear to you? Anyone is having any doubt? So this was a bit difficult question. So I have tried to solve it in a simpler manner. Is it clear to you? So the main thing is comparing the two equations. Comparing the two equations. Once you write the equation, you compare it, you will get your answers very easily. Anyone is having any doubt? They can ask me. So Kirtika, Deepika, Abhinash, any doubt you have in this question, you can ask me, or I can repeat, or should I repeat it again? Is it clear to all of you? Yoga Lakshmi. Shall we move forward now to the next question? So this was asked in this year. You must have seen this question in your examination paper as well. NEET 2026. Okay. Now moving on to the next question. So question number 3. It is from again 2026. For a certain reaction where R is going to the product, the plot of R versus time has a negative slope. So you have your attendance link. Everyone, please mark your attendance. Mark your attendance and send a thumbs up if you have marked the attendance already. Okay. Now you are given with a plot of R versus time. So this is your R and this is your time. R is what? It is concentration versus time, and it has a negative slope. Then what is the order of reaction? What is the order of reaction? So we already have an answer here. 0 order. Zero order. Okay, let us see. Amrita, Sasi, if it is correct or not. So please mark your attendance and then try to solve this question. Saksham is also telling 0 order. So send me a thumbs up if you have marked your attendance. Okay. So 0 order. Yes. How we'll solve this question? How we'll solve this question? Let us see. So everyone, please mark your attendance and send a thumbs up if you have marked it already, so that we can confirm that all of you have marked your attendance. Please mark your attendance here. Varsha, Yoga Lakshmi, Sasi, Benazir, Deepika, Amrita. Mark your attendance and send the thumbs up. Okay. Now, moving on to the solution. Moving on to the solution of this question. How we will solve it? It's a very simple one. Whenever you have a 0 order reaction, you can write here that the integrated rate law, it looks like this. So it is KT is equals to R naught minus R. Now what are these terms? So K, it is your rate constant, T is your time, R naught, it is your initial concentration, and R is your concentration at time T. R is your concentration at time t. Now here in this thing, what you can see, your graph is between r and time. So r is this, which is concentration at time t. It is concentration at time t, and this t is given here, which is on the x axis. So whenever you see such kind of question, first of all, what you do, either you remember it. So the most obvious way is to remember that the zero order reaction graph looks like this. But suppose you get a graph about which you are unaware. So how you will do it? So it's very simple. You have to find a relation between r and time. So the only relation between r and time for zero order reaction I am telling, it is Kt is equals to r naught minus r. Now you rearrange this equation in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. So if I rearrange it, I will get here r is equals to r naught minus kt. Now here y, now you have your y as r. If I write this equation here, so y is what? R. Then c is what? Your constant. Now in these two terms, which is r naught and kt, we know it for sure that time is changing. So this kt cannot be a constant value because time is changing. So this c will be equals to r naught. Okay, c will be equals to r naught. Lastly, mx will be equals to minus kt. Remember students, you have a negative sign here. When you compare your equation, you will get a minus sign. So y is equals to r. Very good. All of you have done your attendance. Then mx is equals to k minus kt. Remember minus sign. Don't forget the minus sign. And c is equals to r naught. Now this is an equation of straight line. You will get a straight line with what? With your slope as minus k, because k is what? K is the rate constant. It will be always positive. So minus k will result in a negative slope. So if I write it clearly, so m is equals to minus k, which means a negative slope. Now time, it is on the x axis. You can see it clearly. Time is on the x axis. Here you can see that due to the negative slope, the graph is declining. It is going down. If it is having a positive slope, then graph would have looked like this. But since it is having a negative slope, the graph is going into the negative direction. Now next thing, here that you are seeing this distance from the origin to the top, this is known as your intercept, which is your c. So this value is equals to r naught. Is it clear to all of you? Anyone is having any doubt in this? Is anyone having any doubt? Now suppose you are starting with the zero order, so you got this, but you have more options. You can also have first order reaction. So first order reaction looks like this. Okay, listen here. First order reaction, it looks like this. So this is your integrated rate law for the first order reaction. Further, if I try to write this, I can write it as ln A by B. So it is A is R naught and B is R. So ln A by B, you know it is equals to ln A minus ln B. So it will be ln R naught minus ln R. So this will be equals to KT. This will be equals to KT. Now, if I compare it with the equation of straight line, again, what you will see, that y will be equals to ln R. Okay, and m will be equals to minus k. Then x will be equals to time, and c will be equals to ln R naught. So this is for the first order reaction. This is for the first order reaction. Now here, what is this? Okay, Sandoshini, do you have any doubt? Sandoshini, do you have any doubt? You can ask me. Okay, so here what you got is graph between ln R and ln R naught. Okay, you got the graph between ln R and ln R ln R naught. Is it clear to you? Now, if I plot a graph for the first order reaction, then it will look like this. It will look like this. So ln R naught will be here. And here we will have the x, which is your time. Then again it has a negative slope, which is minus k. And this intercept here, it will be ln R naught. Sorry, this is not R naught, this is R. Is it clear to all of you? So for first order reaction, the axis thing is changing. Previously it was R, now it is ln R. Then intercept is also changing, it is becoming ln R naught. So this is not a graph for first order reaction. So you should try it in the both way, because in the examination you won't know the answer. So you should think it in both ways. So why it is not for the first order reaction? Try to draw the graph and see whether you are getting the same graph or not. So clearly you can observe that. You are getting a different graph. It is now between ln R and T and not between R and T. You have a ln function here. Similarly, your intercept is also changing. Previously it was R naught, now it is ln R naught. So is it clear to all of you? Anyone having any doubt regarding this and the first order as well? So both things should be clear to you. Can you move forward? Now, next question. Here in this, if the rate constant for a reaction is 0.03 per second, how much time does it take for 7.2 mole per liter concentration of the reactant to get reduced to 0.9 mole per liter? The value of log 2 is already given. So this question, it was asked in 2026. What you have to do? You have to find the time. In this question, the main thing is that how can you identify the order of the reaction? Okay, so this is the main part. How to identify the order of the reaction. Once you identify the order of reaction, you can apply its corresponding integrated rate law to get your answer. But the problem is that how would you identify the order of the reaction? It is not given in the question, only you are given with the value of the rate constant. So first, before answering me, nobody will tell the answer. Okay, just wait for a while. Yes, so Amrita is telling first order. Yes, how did you get it? Yes, you are right. How did you get it? Can anyone tell me why are we getting it as first order? Why are we getting it as first order? How did you identify it? Yes. How did you identify it? How did you identify it? So Sangvi, Shani, is it correct? If it is correct, how do we identify that it is first order? Badri, Indumati, Japika. So students, please be very cautious about the physical chemistry, because I know this is the part you are facing difficulty with. Okay, because organic is something which all of you can do easily, most of you. But the problem is with the physical chemistry. So be attentive in the class. Yes, you are absolutely right. The thing which is defining the first order is the unit. Okay, the unit is clearly yelling that yes, this is a first order reaction. Now, once you know that it is a first order reaction, everything else is very easy for you. So according to that, now you can solve the question and tell me what will be the correct answer. Now try to solve the question and tell me what will be the correct answer. Calculate the time. But still there is a thing. You need to have the value of the rate constant. If you know the first order reaction, yes, it is true, but you need the value of the rate constant, because in the integrated rate law, you need the rate constant, and that thing is very sure. How you will get the value of rate constant? Tell me how you will get the value of rate constant. Anyone who got the answer? What will, yes, option C. So Badri is telling option C is correct. Anyone else got the answer for this question? Saksham is telling option C. Okay, let us identify if it is correct or not. Let us verify if it is correct or not. Yes, the correct. Yes, Sandoshini, what is the doubt that you're having? Yes, option C is correct. So you can tell me the doubt. Okay, I'm showing you the solution right now. If you have any doubt in the solution, just ask me. Okay, so here in this question, it's very easy to find out. How? Because you are already given that it is a first order reaction. So using that, you can find the value of the rate constant. You know the relation between the half life and the rate constant. So here the rate constant is already given. Okay. Now, next thing, you have the rate constant with you and you know from the unit that it is a first order. So you use this formula, T is equals to 2.303 by K log A by A minus X, where A is the initial concentration and A minus X is the concentration at time T. So you know the values here. So K value is 0.03 per second. Okay, it is given in the question. Then the value of initial concentration is given as 7.2. So it is 7.2 mole per liter. Then concentration at time t is 0.9. You put these values here. Okay, you try to put these values here. What you will get? So it will be T is equals to 2.303 by K, which is 0.03. Then we have log initial concentration, which is 7.2, and final concentration, which is 0.9. So it will be 2.303 by 0.03 multiplied by log 8. So 9 8s are 72. Now simplify this further. We can write this thing as log 2 raised to the power 3. Yes, 2 raised to the power 3 will give us 8. Now this power, it will go into the multiplication and it will be removed from here. So we will get it as T is equals to 2.303 divided by K, which is 0.03 multiplied by 3 log 2. Anyone is having any doubt in this? So how did we do it? It's very simple. Remember the relation. I have told you about this relation multiple times. When you have a power B here or any power, just multiply this B against it. Okay, you can write this in place of this log ln AB. Okay, once you solve this, you will get your answer as 69.3. So the main relation which I used here is ln A raised to the power B can be written as ln A. Now, Sandoshini, is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? Now, moving on to the next question. Here, you are given with the half-life for a first order reaction. It is given it as 1 minute. Now, you have to tell me that what is the time which is required for 99.9% completion. Tell me what will be the correct answer. What will be the correct answer? So this was again, it was asked in 2025. 4 options are given here: 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, and 4 minutes. So Abhinash is telling B is the correct answer. Students, is it correct? Irfana, Badri is telling B is the correct answer. Tejasri is telling B is the correct answer. So what is the relation between T99.9% and T half? Can you tell me? What is the relation between T99.9% and T half? Yes, Abhinash, very good. It is T half is equals to 10 multiplied by 99.9%. Okay, you can use this relation directly to solve your question. Okay, you can use this relation directly to solve this question. So the correct answer would be B. So remember that K, it is equals to 0.693 by T half. Now the value of T half is 1 minute, so it will become 0.693 per minute. Next, what you can do, you can just find the value of AT by A naught, and you can do it in a longer way, or else you can use the formula directly which Abhinash told, which is T half is equals to 10 multiplied by T 99.9%. You can use this formula directly. So T half is given as 1 minute. Okay. So this is 10 into 1. So here is a small change. It is 10 into 1. So this is here 10 into T half. Now T 99.9% will come out to be 10 minutes simply. Okay, Avinash, there is a small change. The formula is 10 into T half is equals to T 99.9%. Okay. Can we move on to the next question? Is it clear to all of you? Tejashree, why is the screen not clear? So is it clear to all of you? Anyone is having any doubt in this? So you can use it directly, this formula, to calculate the T 99.9%. Moving on to the next question. Activation energy of any chemical reaction can be calculated if one knows the value of A, rate constant at standard temperature, B, probability of collision, C, orientation of reactant molecule during collision, and D, rate constant at two different temperature. So how can we calculate? How can we calculate the activation energy? First of all, for this question, let us write the Arrhenius equation, which is K is equals to AE to the power minus EA by RT. Yes, the correct answer would be D. Let us see why it is correct and why others are not correct. So if I know the rate constant, if I know the value of the rate constant, okay, according to the first option, if I know the value of the rate constant and I know the value of temperature, so it is given at a standard temperature, then we cannot calculate EA. Why? Because still there are two variables. A is also not known to us. This A, it is also not known to us. If you want to calculate the EA from the rate constant and the temperature, you need the value of A also. So therefore we cannot use only rate constant and temperature. to calculate the activation energy. Whereas if we have 1 by K2 by K1 is equals to EA by RT, EA by R, then here what we have 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Okay, so this is the Arrhenius equation's different form for two different temperatures, which is T1 and T2. Now if I know two different temperature, which is T1 and T2, and I know the rate constant at those two temperature K2 and K1, then I can easily find out that what is the value of EA, because there are no other variable. R, it is a constant, we know about it. Okay, K2 and K1, so correct option would be D. Okay, correct option would be D. Is it clear to you? So you should try to understand what is being asked in the question as well. So why the option A is not correct? Because for using this thing, you need to have the value of A also. Similarly, in the last option, you have this equation for rate constant at two different temperature. So once you have this, you can put the values and calculate the value of the activation energy. Can you move on to the next question? Anyone is having any doubt on this? So here is your next question. The rate of a reaction quadruples when temperature changes from 27 degrees Celsius to 57 degrees Celsius. You have to calculate the activation energy. So four different values are given here in the option, and you are given with the value of R and log 4 as well. It is written that the rate of a reaction is becoming quadruple, means it is becoming 4 times. Quadruple means 4 times. Now, this is getting quadrupled when we are changing the temperature from 27 degrees Celsius to 57 degrees Celsius. You have to calculate the activation energy. A very simple question. We have just seen the formula. You have to just apply the formula and calculate it. Remember to convert. So Badri, what are the values that you took for temperature? What is the value that you took for temperature? What is T1 and T2? What is the value that you took for temperature? So Subiksha is telling B is the correct answer. Badri is telling A is the correct answer. So what is the value you took for temperature? Okay, Soumya B. So can anyone tell me what is the value of temperature that you took to solve it? What is the value of temperature of the two different temperature that you took to solve it? Anyone? What is the value of temperature that you used to solve it? Anyone who knows the answer? Yes, you will take 300 and 330. So the thing is that you have to convert this degree Celsius into Kelvin. You have to convert this degree Celsius into Kelvin and then use it in the formula. Okay, then you can use it in the formula. Now moving on to the answer. The correct answer would be A and not B. How will solve it? So to solve it, what you will do? You will simply take the equation which is ln k is equals to A e to the power minus EA by RT and write it for two different temperatures. What are those temperatures? I already said it. Those two temperatures are 300 and 330. So you will use the equation ln K2 by K1 is equals to EA by R 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Okay, now here we know that K1 is 1 by 4th of K2, or you can say that upon increasing the temperature, the rate constant is quadrupling. It is becoming 4 times. So the final rate constant, which is K2, it is becoming 4 times of the initial value. So in place of K2, I can write it as 4K1. Here also K1. Then EA by R multiplied by 1 by 300 minus 1 by 330. Okay. So this K1 and K1, it will get cancel out. We'll get here ln 4. Then it is equals to EA by R. You cross multiply this. It will be 330 minus 300 divided by 330 into 300. You can further just solve this equation and you will get your value as 38.04. So the main thing is that you use this relation which is given in the question to find the value of K2 by K1. So Sangvi, is it clear to you? Sandoshini, any doubt in this? Irfana, Abhinash? Okay, so you will directly use this thing which is given in the question to solve it, which is the rate constant is becoming 4 times of the initial value. Moving on to the next question, you have to say that which is the correct graph between ln k and 1 by t. So you have to find the correct graph between ln k and 1 by t for the Arrhenius equation. Okay, for the Arrhenius equation. Okay, option D. So yes, it's very simple. So A is, we know that A is equals to e to the power minus K, not A. K is equals to A e to the power minus EA by RT. Then if I take ln K, then it will become ln A minus EA by RT. If I compare it with the equation of straight line, what I will get? I will get y is equals to ln K, m is equals to minus EA by R, then x is equals to 1 by t, and c is equals to ln A. So this thing that we will get, now you can clearly see here that the slope is negative and it is an equation of straight line. Here, can you tell me, if this value is x, then what will be the value of x? So here on the left hand side, what we have? On the left hand side, on the y, we have ln k, and on the x, we have 1 by t. Can you tell me what is this x here? What is this x here? The height from the origin to the area which is cutting this slope. What is this? So Sangvi is telling minus EA by RT. Sandoshini is telling ln R. No, it is not correct. It is not correct. You are doing a small mistake, Sandoshini. You are doing a small mistake. Amrita, no, it is not EA by R. I am talking about this intercept. This intercept that is being cut here. Yes, it will be ln A. So this height which is from the 0 on to this place where the line is cutting, both lines are cutting each other or intersecting each other, it is ln A. Okay, because ln A is your intercept. Ln A is your intercept. Then what is the slope? What is the slope? What is the slope of this line? Students, what is the slope of this line? No, Sandoshini, it is not minus EA by RT. If I compare MX with minus EA by RT, then M will be equals to 1 by T. Sorry, M will be equals to minus EA by R, and X will be equals to 1 by T. Yes, minus EA by R. All of you are correct. It will be minus EA by R. M will be equals to minus EA by R. T will not be included. T will not be included. See, I have written here that T is now your X axis, because Mx is equals to minus EA by RT. So X is equals to 1 by T and M is equals to minus EA by R. Shall we move forward now? Anyone is having any doubt in this graph or identifying slope or y-axis or x-axis or intercept? Now, next question. Yes, this is a very interesting one. So, this type of question is also given in your NCRT as well. You are given with 3 datas. Okay. So, if I take the concentration of A as 0.1 and B as 0.1, I am getting the rate of the reaction as 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. Now, if I double the concentration of the A, if I take 0.2 m, then the rate of the reaction is becoming 4 times. I am not playing with the B. B is as it is. I am only doubling the concentration of A. Then I am seeing that there is a increase, or you can say the rate of reaction is also doubled. Whereas in the last one, if I double both of them, then I am getting a new thing, which is the rate of reaction is becoming 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 2. You have to tell me that what is the order of reaction with respect to A and B. What is the order of reaction with respect to A and B? How you will solve this type of question? How you will solve this type of question? Tell me. Anyone? What are you getting as the answer here? So first of all, whenever you see such question, you simply what you do, you take R, okay, and write the rate law. So A and B are the two reactants. Okay, let's see, Benazir, if it is correct or not. So first of all, what we do? First of all, we write the rate of reaction is equals to Ka and B. Now you assume that with respect to A, the order is X, and with respect to B, the order is Y. Okay, let us see if it is C is correct or D is correct. So those who are having any doubt, you can see that how you can solve such question. First of all, what you do? You write the rate of reaction is equals to Ka raised to the power X and B raised to the power Y, where X is order of reaction with respect to A and Y is order of reaction with respect to B. Is it correct? Now, what you do? You take two equations and you take such two equations in which one of the value is remaining constant. So here you can see that in the first two data, the value of B concentration is remaining constant. So I will take these two. So for the first one, I can write the rate of reaction will be 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. concentration of A is 0.1 and concentration of B is also 0.1. So K is the rate constant. It is 0.1 raised to the power x and it is also 0.1 raised to the power x. Now, I will take a second equation in which only one of the concentration is changing and the other is remaining constant. So that is clearly in the second data. So for the second, I can write 4 into 10 to the power minus 3, the rate of reaction. Then the rate constant, leave as it is, K. Then this is written as now 0.2 raised to the power x and it is 0.1 raised to the power y. So this is what? Y. Now once you do this, divide both equations. Suppose this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Divide both of them. After dividing, what will happen? So 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 will be divided by 4 into 10 to the power minus 3. Similarly, on the right hand side, K 0.1 x 0.1 y divided by K 0.2 x and 0.1 y. You will get this. Now cancel what can be cancelled. So K will be cancelled with K, rate of constant will be constant. Then this and this thing will remain constant. What you will get at the last? So if I write it further, so this will be 2 times, so 1 by 2 is equals to, if the power is same, the base can be written in this way. So it will be 0.1 by 0.2 raised to the power of x. So both are having the power x, so I can write it on the top. Now it will be finally 1 by 2 is equals to 1 by 2x. So what is the value of x that you will take? What is the value of x that you can take here? Anyone? Yes, we will take the value of x as 1. Okay, if I take the value of x as 1, then only this equation will be true. Is it clear to all of you? Similarly, if you try to do it for the next 2 set of reactions, how you will write it? For the next 2 set of reactions, so here I will write 4 into 10 to the power minus 3 is equals to K 0.2x 0.1y. Now for this equation, which equation can I take? So for this, if I see here, I can clearly see that this thing is remaining constant where these two are changing. So I will take these two equations now. So it will be 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 2 is equals to K 0.2x 0.2y. Now in the same way which I did for the previous one, you do it in the same way, divide both of them. So this will be 4 times, this will be K and K cancelled out. You will, this and this will also get cancelled out. You will get 1 by 2y is equals to 1 by 4. Now clearly if I take the value of y as 2, this equation will be correct. Now moving on to the next question. Here again it is a question from Arrhenius constant. The rate constant for a reaction at 500 Kelvin and 700 Kelvin are given. You have to calculate the activation energy. How you will do it? Again you will use that same Arrhenius equation. Use that same Arrhenius equation at 2 different temperature, which is ln K2 by K1 is equals to EA by R 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. you will use this same equation, right? You will use this same equation. So K2 and K1 are already given. K2 and K1 are already given to you. Suppose I am taking this as T1, this as T2. So this will be K1 and this will be K2. So K2 will be 0.14 divided by 0.04 is equals to EA values to be calculated. So I will leave as it is, and this R value is given as 8.31. So this will be 8.31. Now T1 is 500 and T2 is 700. Now solve this equation further. So we can solve it further. EA by 8.31. So 700 and 500. I can take 100 common out of this. So I will write it as 1 by 5 minus 1 by 7. So that would be 7 minus 5 by 35. So I have taken 100 common out of it. And this is equals to ln 14 by 4. Now, this will be 2 by 35 into 1 by 100. So if I multiply 8.31 into 100, I will get it as 831 multiplied by EA. And this is equals to 4 by 14. So 4 by 14, what you will get? If I divide both of them, 4 3s are 12, 2 carry, 4 5s are 20. So this will be 3.5. And log 3.5 value is already given. So to convert ln into log, I will take 2.303 log 3.5. Now finally, EA will be equals to 2.303. Then log 3.5 value is 0.5441 multiplied by. So if I take this thing here and cross multiply it, it will be 35 into 831 divided by 2. Is it clear to all of you? Any problem in the calculation, you ask me. Okay, so in this type of question, the log thing may create problem for you if you are unaware about the properties of log. Rest all is very easy. So is it clear to all of you? All of you are getting the same answer? In any step, if you have any doubt, please tell me. If you are having any doubt in any of these steps, please tell me. Irfana, Amrita, Abhinash, Shani, Sangvi, Soumya. So all of you having any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, moving on to the next question. So this will be the last question for today's class. Last question for today's class. For a certain reaction, the rate is given as Ka square B. When the initial concentration of A is tripled, keeping the concentration of B constant, then what will happen to the initial rate? What will happen to the initial rate? It's a very easy one. How can we do it? So in this question, it is already given that rate is equals to Ka square B. Now what are they doing? They are changing the initial concentration of A to the triple. So if I say that there are two conditions, initial and final. So the final concentration is becoming 3 times the initial concentration. Okay. Now what will be the rate constant? So if Ri and Rf are the initial and final rate constant, what is the rate constant? So if I write it for the initial condition, then it will be K. Initial concentration of A, I am writing it as Ai raised to the power 2, then B. Okay, B, the concentration of B is constant. See, it is written here that the concentration of B is constant. Then what about R final? It will be, again, remember, whenever you change the concentration, the rate constant will not change at all. Okay, so B is the correct answer. Let's see if it is correct or not. Then this is 3 times, then here B. This thing, I will get this thing. Now divide these two equations. So if this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2, I am dividing both of them. What I will get? Ri by Rf. So this K and K both will be cancelled out. K and K will be cancelled out. The concentration of B is not changed, so it will be same value. This also will be cancelled out. So I will get here finally as AI square, and this is 3 times AI. So I can write it as 9 AI square. AI square and AI square will be cancelled out. So initial and final will have this relation, means there will be an increase by a factor of 9. The correct answer would be B. So this was all for today's class. Thank you for joining the session. So please attempt the DPPs. Just wait for a minute. So those who are not attempting the DPP, please do it. It will help you to practice well. Okay, so just I'm giving you the link for the DPP. So it is in the chat section. So this was all for today's class. Thank you.
Hello, students. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all. Shall we start the class? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hi. Hello. So let's start the class. As usual, answer the questions with full energy. We'll see maximum number of questions today. Okay? Okay, let's start the class. So the first question for today is the WBC count of a person's blood sample is 8,000. How many eosinophils and lymphocytes would be in the same blood sample approximately? $300 to $500, $1,200 to $1,500, $160 to $240, $1,600 to $2,000, $300 to $500, and $500 to $7,000, $100 to $120, $160 to $200 respectively. What is the answer for this question? How many eosinophils and how many lymphocytes? Option B. Okay. 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 What is the CUMM pa? 8,000 CUMM they have given, no? What is the CUMM? What does the CUMM stands for? What is the CUMM stands for? Okay, cubic millimeter. Okay, very good. Okay, cubic millimeters. Very good, very good. Okay, let's see the answer now. So you have given option B, right? Okay, let's see. Let's check the answer. So the answer is option B. Okay, so 160 to 240 cubic millimeter and 1600 to 2000 cubic millimeter respectively. Okay. It is eosinophils 2% and lymphocytes 20%. Very good, Benasir. Okay, let's see the next question. Select the incorrect statement with reference to RH grouping. What do you mean by RH grouping, Pa? What is RH grouping? What is RH grouping? What is RH grouping? What is RH grouping? Why no answers? Oh, this question is come in 2026. Yes. So, what is this RH grouping? RH grouping is okay. Rhesus factor is it is positive or negative. Okay. Okay. It describes whether a blood is positive or negative. No, this is not erythroblastosis fetalis. Oh, answer for this question. Okay, fine. Select the incorrect statement with reference to RH grouping. Option A, it is erythroblastosis fetalis is a condition observed having fetus with RH negative blood and mother with RH positive blood. Option B, it is RH antigen is observed on RBCs in the majority of human beings. Before blood transfusion, RH group should be matched. RH incompatibility is observed when a pregnant mother is RH negative and the fetus is RH positive. Okay, erythroblastosis fetalis can be avoided by administering anti-RH antibodies to the mother immediately after the delivery of the second child. Okay, which statement is incorrect? Okay, I have received most of the answers. Option B, option B. Okay, B is correct. Okay, option C. Okay, let's see whether it is option B or C. So it is option C. The answer is option C. Answer is option C, which is a incorrect statement. Option A is also incorrect and option E is also incorrect. So when when a mother with anti-RH antibodies, when she will be given a dose, like she will be given RH antibodies? Delivery after first child or second child? So she should be administered second child. Erythroblastosis fetalis can be avoided by administering anti-RH antibodies to mother after the delivery of first child or second child. First child or second child, pa? Oh, clearly first, Amritavarchini. Okay. So it should be administered after the first child, not after the second child. Okay, don't confuse. It should be administered after the first child. Okay, so answer C is the correct answer and option A and E are incorrect. Okay, let's see the next question. What is the name of the blood vessel that carries deoxygenated blood from the body to the heart in frog? No issues, Saksham. Actually, I was about to ask. No issues, no issues. You can start answering the questions. What is the name of the blood vessel that carries deoxygenated blood from the body to the heart in a frog? In a frog. Vena cava. Vena cava. Okay. Let's see. Everyone is behind this vena cava. Okay. Okay, what is this vena cava, pa? What is this vena cava? What is this vena cava? Vena cava is, what is this vena cava? No idea. It is one of a major vein. It is one of a major vein. Okay. Okay, let's see the answer now. So it is vena cava. Very good. So it is vena cava, and remember that it is a major vein. Yes, frog is having 3-chambered heart. Okay, next. Match the following. List 1, it is P wave, QRS complex, T wave and TP gap. List 2 is heart muscles are electrically silent, depolarization of ventricles, depolarization of atria, repolarization of ventricles. Okay. What is the answer? It's option B, ma'am. Okay. Badri is thinking that it's option B. Okay. Okay, Kana, just explain me what is depolarization. What is depolarization? What is depolarization? Depolarization in ventricles, depolarization in atria. What is this depolarization? Okay, contraction. Very good. Repolarization. Repolarization. What is this repolarization? Repolarization. Okay. So repolarization is relaxation. Okay. Contraction and relaxation. Normal state relaxation. Okay, very good. So what answer you have given? Option B. Option B is correct. 100% correct. Okay, let's see. So the answer is option B. So P wave, it is depolarization of atria. QRS complex, it is depolarization of ventricles. T wave, it is repolarization of ventricles. TP gap, it is heart muscles are electrically silent. Very good. Let's see the next question. Okay, following are the stages of pathway of conduction of an action potential through the heart. AV bundle, Purkinje fibers, AV node, bundle branches, SA node. Choose the correct sequence of pathway. So you have to check the correct sequence of pathway. Okay, Saksham has answered option A. Very good. Let's see. Stages of conduction of an action potential through the heart. Option A. Okay. A is correct 100%. Okay. Okay, what is this AV bundle, pa? What is this AV bundle? What is this AV bundle? What is AV bundle? AV bundle. Atrioventricular bundle. Okay, it is also known as, this AV bundle is also known as the other name of AV bundle. AV bundle is also known as, okay, or else it is known as the other name of, very good, bundle of His. So AV bundle is primarily known as the bundle of His. Very good, Saksham. Good. So it is also known as bundle of His. Okay, what is this SA node? What is this SA node? SA node. SA node is sinoatrial node. Okay, it is otherwise known as, okay, already Tejasri has given answer. It is known as a pacemaker. Okay, so remember all these terms. Okay, it is also known as the pacemaker of the heart. Why it is known as the pacemaker of heart? Why it is known as the pacemaker of heart? Why it is known as a pacemaker? Why it is known as the pacemaker of heart? Because it produces action impulses. It regulates heartbeat. It generates a signal because of which contraction takes place in the heart. Okay. Okay. So somehow you know that it produces the action potential in the heart and it sets the rhythm of the heart. Rhythmic contractile. Very good. Very good. Superb. So that's why it is known as a pacemaker of the heart. Okay, let's see the answer. What option you have given? We have discussed so much. I didn't note the option. Option A. Okay, let's see. So the answer is option A. Very good to you all. Now let's see the next question. Lub sound of heart is caused by. Sure, you will answer. Lub sound of the heart is caused by. Okay. Option D by Saksham. Okay. Closure of the tricuspid and bicuspid valve. Okay. Lub sound. Okay, very good. Then dub sound. What about the dub sound? What about the dub sound? Dub sound is caused by dub. Dub sound is caused by Lub sound is caused by first heart. Dub, D-U-B, dub sound is caused by? I am asking about dub sound, D-U-B. So Benazir has answered. So it is closure of the semilunar valves. Okay. Closure of semilunar. Very good, very good. Benazir, Janani, Amarta, Abinas, Saksham. Very good. The answer is closure of semilunar. Okay. Let's see the answer for this question. So this is option D, closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valves. Let's see the next question. Diuresis is prevented by renin from JG cell via switching off the osmoreceptors, ANF from atria of the heart, aldosterone from adrenal medulla, vasopressin from neurohypophysis. So diuresis is prevented by diuresis. Okay, answer there option D. Okay, D is correct. Okay. Diuresis. What is this diuresis first? What is this diuresis? What is this diuresis, pa? What is diuresis? What is this diuresis? Diuresis. What is diuresis? Obviously, excretion will be done by kidney, right? What is this diuresis? Urine production. What kind of urine production? Okay, excessive production of urine. That is called diuresis. Increased or excessive production of urine by kidney is called diuresis. Okay. Which is causing this diuresis? What answer you have given? Option D, vasopressin from neurohypophysis. Okay. Let's see the answer. So diuresis is prevented by vasopressin from neurohypophysis. Okay, very good. Let's see the next answer. Next question. A person with blood group ARH negative can receive the blood transfusion from which of the following types? So you have to check from whom a blood group ARH negative can receive blood. BRH negative means B negative, AB negative, O negative, A negative or A positive. From whom he can get a blood, he or she can get a blood. Option D. Okay, option D. Who has given option D for this question or the previous question? Option C and D. How come both the answers can be correct? Any one should be the answer, right? Option D. Okay, option D. It is C and D only. Okay, done. I thought you are telling option C and option D. Okay. So option D, it is C and D only. Okay. Option D. D. Okay. Why you are telling option C and D? What's the reason? What's the reason? What's the reason? What is the reason? Why it is option C and option D? O negative and A negative. Why it is O negative and A negative? Because O is a universal donor. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you got the answer. So because A negative, somehow he can get blood from A negative. The other thing is O is a universal donor. Okay, let's see. Let's see the answer. Okay, so the answer is C and D only. Very good. O negative is a universal donor. O positive can't give blood to all. Very good. Okay, good. That's the answer. Okay, now match the following. Again, the same kind of question. P wave, Q wave, QRS complex, T wave. Yes, the same question. So you should be thorough of this part about the electrocardiogram and all. Okay, very good. So we know the answer. It is option D. Let's check. So it is option D. You know, right? What is depolarization? What is repolarization? Any doubts in that? Any doubts in depolarization, repolarization and all? No. Okay. Clear. So let's see the next question. Which of the following statements are correct? Basophils are most abundant cells of the total WBCs. Basophils secrete histamine, serotonin, and heparin. Basophils are involved in inflammatory response. Basophils have kidney-shaped nucleus. Basophils are agranulocytes. So, which of the statements are correct? So, you have to select the correct statements. You have to select the correct statement. So, option B. Okay. Option B. Okay. Many option B are coming. Option B, B and C. Secrete histamine, serotonin, heparin. C option, involved in inflammatory responses. Okay. What is this agranulocytes, pa? What is the meaning of agranulocytes? What is this agranulocytes? What does that represent? Agranulocytes. What does it represent? Agranulocytes. Agranulocytes. What is a agranulocyte? Absence of granules. They don't have the granulosa cells. Okay, good. Can you name any granulocytes? Can you name the granulocytes? Okay, most abundant neutrophil, basophil is a, yes, basophil is a granulocyte. Very good. Okay, basophil is a granulocyte. Other than granulocyte, other than basophil, any other type, any other cell type? Okay, basophil, neutrophil, eosinophils. Very good, superb. Happy to see your answers. Very good. So these are some of the granulocytes. Okay, basophils, eosinophils, and neutrophils. They are granulocytes. Okay. Agranulocytes. Any agranulocytes? Agranulocytes. Lymphocytes, monocytes. Very good. Very good. Very good. So lymphocytes, monocytes will come under, are some of the cells which come under agranulocytes. Very good. Let's see the answer for this question now. So the answer is B and C. Option B is the correct answer. Good. See again, P wave, QRS complex. Here it is T wave and end of T wave. The other side, the answer is depolarization of ventricles, end of a systole, depolarization of atria, repolarization of ventricle. Okay, let's see the answer now. Repeat. So option D is the correct answer. Okay. What is a systole? What is a diastole? What is systole and what is diastole? What is systole and what is diastole? What is systole and what is diastole, pa? Systole, contraction. Okay. Diastole, relaxation. Okay, good. Okay. Next question. Again, match the following kind of question. List one, it is eosinophils, lymphocytes, neutrophils, monocytes. The other side, 6 to 8%, 2 to 3%, 20 to 25%, 60 to 65%. Okay, Saksham has answered already. Very good, Saksham. Option C. Okay, very good. Banasir, Bavadharni. Option C. Okay. Okay, option C. More option C's are coming. Option C is correct. Okay, C, C, C. Good. What about others? Varsha, Gomati. Okay. Option C. Okay, option C. Option C, it is eosinophils, 2 to 3%, lymphocytes, 20 to 25%, neutrophils, 60 to 65%, monocytes, 6 to 8%. Okay, let's see whether it is a correct answer. So that is the correct answer. So option C is the correct answer. Very good. Let's go to the next question. Okay. First statement question. Statement 1. The coagulum is formed of network of threads called thrombins. Statement 2. Spleen is the graveyard of erythrocytes. In the light of above statements, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given below. Okay, already answers. Okay, very good. Already answered. Sorry, pa. So option A, both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Okay, let's see. Saksham, Bavadharni, Premalata, Tejashree. Okay, Janani. Option A. What about others? Only 5 answers. Only 5 answers I have got. What about others? Answer fast. Okay, both statement are correct. Okay, A. Benasser, D. Why D, Benasser? Why option D? Can you give reason? Can you give the reason why it is option D? Oh, now everyone is changing the answer. Why, Saksham? Why it is D? Why it is D? Statement 1 is incorrect. Why it is incorrect? The coagulum is formed of network of threads called thrombin. Is that correct or not? Is it made up of thrombins or any other proteins? Coagulum is made up of thrombins or any other proteins? Okay, it is not thrombins. Then what is? It is formed of fibrins. Yes. So a coagulum is formed of a network of threads, and that is a fibrin. That is not thrombin. Okay, don't confuse. So coagulum is made up of fibrins, not thrombins. Then where these thrombins are working, then what is the role of thrombins? What is the role of thrombin? Thrombin is wrong. Fibrin is correct. Yes. What is the role of thrombin? What is the role of thrombin? What is the role of thrombin? It converts fibrinogen into fibrin. Thrombin converts fibrinogen into fibrin. See, fibrinogen is the soluble plasma protein, right? So it converts fibrinogen into insoluble fibrin. Okay, very good. So you should know the reason behind the answers, whatever you are giving. Okay, so just think twice and select the options. So the answer for this question is option D, right? Okay, let's see the answer. So option D is the correct answer. Don't get confused with the statements. Read the statements twice and then answer your questions. So coagulum is formed of fibrin, not thrombins. Okay. Thrombin is protein or thrombin is an enzyme? What is thrombin? Thrombin is a protein or an enzyme? Thrombin is a protein or enzyme. Okay. What about this fibrin? Fibrin is a protein or enzyme? Fibrin is a protein. Okay. So remember these terms also. Thrombin is an enzyme. Fibrin is a protein. Okay. You should not forget after this. Okay. So statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. Okay. Very good. Going to the next question. Which one of the following statement is correct? Which one of the following statement is correct? The atrioventricular node generates an action potential to stimulate the atrial contraction. The tricuspid and the bicuspid valves open due to the pressure exerted by the simultaneous contraction of the atria. Blood moves freely from atrium to the ventricle during joint diastole. Increased ventricular pressure causes closing of the semilunar valves. So you have to select the correct statement. Option C. Okay. Okay, let's see. Option C. Okay. Okay, let's see the answer now. So the answer for this is option C. Very good, guys. So blood moves freely from atrium to the ventricle during joint diastole. Okay, next question. A unique vascular connection between the digestive tract and liver. Vascular connection between digestive tract and liver is called hepatocystic system, hepatopancreatic system, hepatic portal system, renal portal system. Okay. Okay, started getting the answers. It is option C. Okay, let's see. Option C, hepatic portal system you have given. Okay. C or D? Why confusion, C or D? Okay, what is this renal portal system, pa? See, the term itself, it is there. Hepatic portal system. Renal portal system. So, with the term only, you can easily identify the answers. What is this renal portal system? Renal portal system. Easy. That's what I told. So, liver means hepatic. So, you can find the answer easily. Renal means kidney. Yes. So, what will be the answer for this question then? Why confusion? Okay, let's see the answer now. It is hepatic portal system. Very good. So, it is hepatic portal system. Okay, next question. Arrange the following formed elements in the decreasing order of their abundance in blood in humans. Okay, you have to arrange them in the decreasing order. The elements which are more abundant should be in the first, and the element which is least should be in the last. Platelets, neutrophils, erythrocytes, eosinophils. So you have to give the appropriate order for them in the decreasing order. Badri, you have answered for question number 16. Option B. Okay. Tejasri, option B. You have to arrange in decreasing order. Arrange in decreasing order. B is correct. Okay. You know the percentage of these cells, right? So according to that percentage, you have to arrange in decreasing order. Okay. Why Saksham has not answered? Benazir also missing. Kribavatani. Okay, option B. Janani, option B. Okay. Option B. Option B. Okay, let's see the answer. So the answer is option B. You know the percentage of the cells, right? Neutrophils 60 to 65%, monocytes 6 to 8%, then eosinophils 2 to 3%. Okay, so option B is the correct answer. Next question. Persons with AB blood group are called universal recipients. Why? Why they are called as universal recipients? Absence of antibodies, anti-A and anti-B in plasma, absence of antigens A and B on the surface of RBC, absence of antigens A and B in plasma, presence of antibodies. Which is the correct answer? Okay, option A. Okay. Absence of antibodies, anti-A and anti-B in plasma. Okay, option A. 100% it is option A. Okay, let us check. Let us check. No antibodies in plasma. Okay. Okay, let's see the answer now. So the answer is absence of antibodies in the plasma. Very good. Next question. Which enzyme is responsible for the conversion of inactive fibrinogens to fibrins? Easy question. Which enzyme is responsible for the conversion of inactive fibrinogens to fibrins? You guys will know the answer. Yes, Saksham. Good. Thrombin. Thrombin. Okay. Kribavati. Benazir. Okay. B. Okay. Janani. B. Okay. B. Okay. Okay. Thrombin. 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 Okay. Okay. What is the role of this thrombokinase, pa? What is the function of this thrombokinase? What is the function of this thrombokinase? What is the function of this thrombokinase? Converts, very good, Saksham. So it converts the inactive prothrombin to thrombin. Very good, very good. Okay, let's see the answer for this question now. So the answer is thrombin. Okay, next one. The QRS complex in a standard ECG represents repolarization of ventricles, repolarization of auricles, depolarization of auricles, depolarization of ventricles. QRS complex. QRS complex in a standard ECG represents depolarization of ventricles. Okay, let's see. QRS complex in a standard ECG represents QRS complex, depolarization of auricles, ventricular depolarization. Okay. Okay, option D. Yes, yes, option D. Ventricle contraction. No D. No D or correct D. Okay. C not. Okay. Huh. Okay, let's see the answer now. So depolarization of ventricles. QRS complex is a standard ECG represents depolarization of ventricles. QRS means depolarization of ventricles. Okay. Next question. Match the following question. Column 1 it is eosinophils, basophils, neutrophils, lymphocytes. Column 2 it is immune response, phagocytosis, release of histaminase, destructive enzymes, release granules containing histamine. Match the following and tell me the answer. Option A. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay. That's all. What about others? Answer fast. Option A, option A. Okay. A is the correct answer. Okay. Okay, let's see the answer for this question. So option A is the correct answer. So option A is the correct answer. Eosinophils release histaminase, destructive enzymes. Then basophils, it is release granules containing histamine. C. Neutrophils Phagocytosis, D. Lymphocytes, it is immune response. Okay. What do you mean by phagocytosis, Pa? What is phagocytosis? Phagocytosis. What is this phagocytosis? Okay, destroyer killing, eating of cell, engulfing of large solid particles. Okay, pathogen trapping, very good. So simply it is known as cell eating. It is often referred as it is cell eating. Okay, phagocytosis means cell eating. Okay, anything, bacteria, virus, dying cells, everything. Okay, good. Next question. What would be the heart rate of a person if the cardiac output is 5L, blood volume in the ventricles at the end of the diastole is 100 ml, and at the end of the ventricular systole is 50 ml? You have to find the heart rate of the person. You have to find the heart rate of the person. You have to find the heart rate of the person. How you will find the heart rate of a person? What is the formula for that? How you will find? Don't know, ma'am. SV is equal to EDV minus ESV. Cardiac output by stroke volume. Option B, option D. Why confusion? Stroke volume into heart rate. Stroke volume into heart rate, it is cardiac output, right? Yes, that is the cardiac output. So cardiac output is equal to stroke volume into heart rate. So stroke volume, how you can find the stroke volume? How you can find the stroke volume? So you can minus this stroke volume, I'm asking about stroke volume. How you can find the stroke volume? Diastole minus systole will give the stroke volume, right? Diastole minus systole will give the stroke volume. What is the diastole here? Diastole it is 100. What is systole here? Systole it is 50. So what is the stroke volume here? Stroke volume will be 50 ml. Stroke volume will be 50 ml. Okay. Now tell me how you can find the heart rate. Heart rate. How you will find the heart rate? How you can find the heart rate? How you can find the heart rate? Someone has answered cardiac output by stroke volume. Okay, what is the cardiac output here? 5 liters. What is the stroke volume here? Okay, Benazir has given 5000 ml by 50 ml. What is this 5000 ml Benazir here? What does this 5000 ml represent? Ah, 5000 represents the cardiac output. Here you have got the cardiac output in liters, right? You have given, it has been given in liters. So you have to convert that into ml. So 5 liters is equal to 5000 ml. So 5000 ml divided by 50 ml. Divided by 50 ml. So what will be the answer then? 100. Yes. Let's see whether it is correct. So 100 beats per minute. That is the correct answer. Okay. As it is given in liter, you have to convert that into ml and you have to divide it by the ventricular systole. Understood now? Any doubts in that? So cardiac output is equal to stroke volume into heartbeat. Okay. How you can find the stroke volume? How you can find the stroke volume? Diastole minus systole. You will get your stroke volume. Okay. Any doubts in this problem? Okay, good. Let's see the next question. Match the items given in column 1 with column 2. Select the correct option given below. Okay, easy question. Tricuspid valve, bicuspid valve, semilunar valve. The other side between left atrium and left ventricle, between right ventricle and pulmonary artery, between right atrium and right ventricle. What is the correct answer? Okay, Saksham has answered. Tejasri has answered. Option B. Let's see. Let's see. Option B. Okay. Okay. Option B. Option B. Okay. Option B. Okay. Let's see the answer now. So the answer is option B. Very good. So the answer is option B. The opening between the right atrium and right ventricle is guarded by a valve. There will be 3 muscular flaps. That is known as a tricuspid valve. So bicuspid valve or mitral valve guards the opening between the left atrium and the left ventricle. Okay. Let's see one more question. Match the items given in column 1 with those in the column 2. Fibrinogen, globulin, albumin. Osmotic balance, blood clotting, defense mechanism. Okay, Saksham, option C. Okay. What about others? Answer the question fast. Okay, option C, option C. Option C. Okay. Okay, let's see the answer. So it is option C. Yes, C is correct. So fibrinogen, it is blood clotting. Globulin, it is defense mechanism. Albumin, it is osmotic balance. One more question will complete. Adult human RBCs are enucleate. Which of the following statement or most appropriate explanation for this feature? They do not produce, sorry, they do not need to reproduce. They are somatic cells. They do not metabolize. All their internal space is available for oxygen transport. Which of the statement is more appropriate in connection with adult human RBC? Why they are enucleate? So you have to select the option. Option D in doubt. Okay, let's see. Option 1. Option A, it is only 1. Option B, it is 1, 3 and 4. Option C, it is 2 and 3. Option D, it is only 4. Anyone else who can answer this question? Option D. Okay, let us check the answer first. So option D is the answer. So red blood cells in adult humans, they do not have cell organelles including the nucleus. none of the cell organelles will be there. So it helps in enables them to contain more hemoglobin, so they can carry more oxygen. Okay, any doubts? Any doubts or any concepts to be cleared? That we have to check actually. Okay, any doubts? Was the class interesting? Okay, good, thank you. Okay, so thank you for your patient listening. We'll meet again in the next class. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day. Enjoy your weekends. Prepare well, revise the topics again and again. Don't try reading new topics. Just revise the topics, whatever you have covered already. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pa. Have a good day. Bye bye.